Hi everyone! Sorry I've been MIA, but I'm here to give you guys an update. I think the last time I posted was week 3 or 4. Wow, I've really not posted at all. But I'm here now to give you guys kind of an update to what has happened in the last now it's like 9 weeks, 9 or 10 weeks. I didn't post because I was having a really hard time, and it wasn't because of the chemo. Well, maybe it is, because we really don't know what caused what was going on with me. So just give you a quick idea. In week 5 or 6, I started having UTI symptoms. And it was just your typical UTI, burning when urinating, frequency. So I emailed my oncologist and said, I'm getting a UTI. She prescribed me Cipro. Took that antibiotic, 7 days. I thought I was getting better. Symptoms came back. Wasn't feeling better. So they were getting worse. She put me on something else. It didn't work. I ended up in the emergency room with a fever. They said it had nothing to do with a UTI. They took a urine culture. There was no growth. And I didn't have elevated white blood cells in my urine. So there was no infection. They said that the Cipro worked and it was on its way out, the infection. They knew there was another infection in my body, but they didn't know where. So they put me on antibiotic through IV and sent me home. The symptoms got worse. It continued. I felt like when I was urinating, I was peeing glass. Even when I wasn't urinating, when I was laying down, walking, standing, I was in extreme pain. And then I started passing blood clots, large blood clots and tissue without blood. And that went on for about 2 weeks. And during all this, I was dealing with the chemo symptoms. Obviously, Taxol's cumulative. So the longer you go, the worse your symptoms get. I was exhausted. I was tired. I was having very bad body aches. My nails were killing me. They are actually all bruised underneath. I keep them polished, and I have like a clear strengthener underneath the polish, but my nails were killing me. I was just having a hard time with the chemo side effects as well. So after this period of time, 4 antibiotics later, still hasn't gone away, and my mom and my dad and my boyfriend decided that's it, we're going to the emergency room and we're not leaving until we get answers. I got admitted because if they're 4 antibiotics, they're like, well, you're not responding to antibiotics. So they're like, you need to be on IV antibiotic. But again, I had already 3 cultures for urine and none of them showing an infection. So they did a culture again, and there was no infection showing. My oncologist had no idea why. She's like, the Taxol does not cause bladder irritation. There are chemos that you take that could cause it, but she's like, this is not the Taxol. So, no kidney stones, no bladder stones. So we decided we're going to go into the bladder. I had a I can't even say it. They went in the bladder with a camera. And the urologist said he had no idea what he was looking at. When he went in, my bladder walls, not to be too TMI, but they were oozing. There was inflammation. I was bleeding. I ended up bleeding so much throughout the 6 weeks, losing blood through my urine, that my hemoglobin dropped. Borderline transfusion, but the risks outweigh the benefits, so they gave me iron through IV. And the urologist, when he was in there, he took a biopsy and he cauterized the inside of my bladder. Good news is the biopsy came back negative. No cancer, no infection. Bad news is we have no idea why this happened. Again, all the oncologists that I've seen that work with my oncologist, they all said it's not the Taxol. My holistic doctor found some information that said it was the Taxol. So, just FYI, if you're experiencing, Herceptin gives you cold symptoms. It's so annoying. If you're experiencing UTI symptoms, get a culture. Make sure you don't let it go this long. because it's very painful and you don't need the added pain on top of dealing with the chemo. So I just wanted to give you a little update of where I am. Right now, I didn't finish my 12 weeks. I got to 11 weeks. The doctor, I skipped my last week, and when I went to go for my Herceptin IV, she wanted me to do the 12th chemo, and I told her no. My neuropathy got very bad. My legs, my feet, my fingertips. It was numbness and tingling and feeling like you have dead legs all the time. So I told her I'm not doing it. She said, fine, I'm not going to argue with you. If your body can't handle it, it's fine. So I got my Herceptin, just a low dose, and today is my first day of high dose Herceptin. So we'll see how that goes. So far, last week with the low dose only, like I said, cold symptoms. I didn't feel so great for a few days. I did have a little bit of diarrhea. Sorry, TMI, but this is what it's about. And I think that's about it. I'm starting to have taste buds. My taste buds are starting to come back. Things are starting to taste a little bit better, but not fully. I can't fully enjoy food, and honestly, I don't want to eat anything. I'm so bored. It's so hard being vegan and eating this vegan diet, so I'm trying to find my way through that. If you have any suggestions, please leave a comment below. It's hard because everyone has different cancer, and every cancer eats different. You eat differently for ER positive, triple negative. So any suggestions on the triple positive, I'm open. I'm gonna do an update. I go to the radiologist, radiation oncologist Friday. So we're gonna see what happens. I don't want to do it, but we'll see what happens. And I'll update you guys and see. But again, if you have any experience with radiation, let me know. Reach out. My email's below. I hope everyone that's going through this right now, you're staying strong, you're staying positive. You can do it. You're gonna get through it. It's very emotional. The end is very emotional. But we got this, girls and guys. You can do it. And if you need anything, I'm here. Sending love and light. Bye, guys.